Welcome to iChannel News, where we tell you about our school, community, and city.
Some of our main stories today will cover sports, weather, entertainment, and school activities. Our first story will cover a dilemma racing through the school curriculum.
Today I'll be discussing an issue ravaging our school. Innisdale's secondary drink machines went out of order again. Who is to blame and how will it be solved? Innisdale drink machines were out of order December 24th for a period of 2 to 3 days with no attention paid to try and solve the issue. If the school had comparable options, this wouldn't be such a problem, but no drink machines have the same type of brand, and if your solution is buying drinks from the caf, then be prepared to pay 25 cents to $1 more. Innisdale students had this to say: "This is unfair and I'm forced to pay more for drinks and then I can't buy my regular lunch. How is this fair to the average student and why does it constantly happen? It's not clear how the issue was caused, if it was a student, Minute Maid, or not delivering on time. Students should not be the ones suffering and having to pay more for the same drinks." Now to Jacob for weather.
Thanks, Brooklyn. So in this national weather, we're going to look at start with Vancouver. In Vancouver, it's going to be fairly warm. It's going to be warmer than the rest of the country at around 5 degrees Celsius. You're going to see a lot of rain, and the roads are going to be slick, so watch out for that when you're driving. Here in Whitehorse, it's a completely different story. Yes, we're having lots of precipitation, but it's going to be negative 10 degrees Celsius. So it's going to be snowing a lot, and you're going to have to keep your driveway shoveled. In Calgary, it's going to be partly cloudy, again, a cold day. It's going to be about negative 7 degrees. This trend actually carries throughout the whole prairies. It starts in Calgary, though, so it's going to be about negative 7 degrees, no precipitation, but partly cloudy. In Yellowknife, it's going to be clear skies, but extremely cold. At around negative 25 degrees, I would make sure that you keep bundled up and keep layers on, and if you can avoid going outside, then do so. In Regina, it's going to be, again, another very cold day, although it's going to be partly cloudy at about negative 9, negative 10 degrees. You're not going to see any precipitation. This is just like Winnipeg, where it's going to be about negative 11 degrees, and you're not going to see any precipitation again. However, it's going to be partly cloudy for most of the day. In Toronto, we're going to see a lot of clouds, and it's going to start to warm up. It's starting to warm up here, and it's at about negative 2, negative 3 degrees. This trend should continue to warm up in Toronto, but we'll keep you updated on that later. In Ottawa, you're going to see partly cloudy, and it's going to be sunny, and you're going to see cold temperatures, but not overly cold temperatures. Make sure you're wearing layers because it's going to be about negative 1, negative 2 degrees Celsius. Let's take a look at the Maritimes now. So in Fredericton, you're going to see no clouds at all. It's going to be a fairly warm day at about 1 or 2 degrees. All the snow is starting to melt, so watch out for slick roads with wet ice and wet roads in general. In Quebec City, it's going to be snowing a bit, and you're going to see temperatures that aren't extremely cold. It's going to be around negative 2, negative 3 degrees, and it's just going to be snowing a lot. You're actually going to get about 4 to 5 centimeters of snow. In Charlottetown, you're not going to see any of that, though. You're going to see warm temperatures at about 6 or 7 degrees, and it's also going to be clear skies, sunny all through the day. Halifax, you're going to see warm temperatures as well, but it's not going to be sunny. You're going to have partly cloudy days as well. And finally, in St. John's, you're going to have a partly cloudy day. It's going to be a cold day, but not overly cold, about 1 or 2 degrees. The East Coast is really warming up now as we move into the spring. That's it for weather. Now to Nicole with Artstruck.
This is Nicole Tomlinson reporting for iChannel News. Artstruck recently happened here at Innisdale on the evening of November 27th. Artstruck is an event where students of all the art classes come together to create 2 pieces of artwork that they feel are worthy to be put up for show. This is Ms. Wong, one of the teachers who helps coordinate Artstruck. So, what gave you the idea to start Artstruck?
Well, I wanted to come up with an idea for students to organize an event that is real life, real art world, and a situation where they would have a deadline, an opportunity to create and make whatever they want, and also an opportunity to be involved in the community and give back and do something that would help others.
Okay. And how would you say it went this year?
Well, this was our 2nd year doing the event, and I think that it was better than the first year. It was very successful. We were all very pleased with the results.
And do you know how many pieces of art were sold, or?
Yes, so about 120 works of art were sold, and about 135 works were made. So because it was a draw, we needed to have more artworks than people, so that even the last person whose number was called still had a choice as to which artwork they wanted to take.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you. Thank you for talking with me.
You're welcome.
This is Nicole Tomlinson for iChannel News, signing off. Back to the newsroom.
I happened to attend this event and can attest to how great the art and experience was.
Next, we have a few words from our sponsors. My name is Jeff Schrodner.
And I'm Brooklyn Donnelly from iChannel News.
And we bring you the news
that students want to hear first.
Alright, so I thought if 7 factorial plus 18 minus 4x equals 100, then x must be 15. What'd you get, Alex? Good. Here, Alex, have a Snickers.
Why should I?
You get a bit angry when you're hungry. Better? Better. Yeah, Sarah, that answer is totally wrong, by the way.
Are you hungry but don't know where to go because it's cold outside?
Well, then Innisdale's cafeteria is the place for you. They have tons of different foods to choose from, hot and cold. And if you're in the mood for a snack, try our delicious Rice Krispies, brownies, banana bread, and cookies.
The calf stood the test of time, proving that their food is delicious and at great rates. So why not come to the calf today?
Innisdale is known for our sports teams. Our teams dominate the courts.
Now we have our reporter Cooper to tell you about our very own Innisdale badminton team.
Hello, this is Cooper Knowles here from iChannel News, reporting live from Innisdale's gym with Innisdale's badminton coaches, Mr. Marnishan and Miss Morin. I would like to start off by asking you why you decided to coach the Innisdale badminton team.
Well, I decided to coach. This is my 4th year. I helped out 4 years ago, and so I decided to look for a team where the students were nice students coming out to play a sport that maybe they've never tried before. So getting to see a different side of students and seeing them improve over the course of the few months that we have our season.
I chose to coach badminton because I took up badminton later in life and really began to love it. And I want to give the students the same opportunity to start at a younger age and have a lifelong sport to play.
So, Miss Morin, how do you think the Innisdale badminton team will do this year?
So coming off a GBSSA championship last year with our junior team, we have high hopes this year. So we have several of our juniors that have moved up to senior this year. So we're excited to see where that takes us this year, and maybe hoping for a senior championship or maybe some OFSA hopefuls.
So, how much experience do you have with badminton, Mr. Marnishan?
I started taking up badminton after I got hurt playing hockey, and actually I just took it up for fun, just to get some exercise, and I got better at it and met some people, and then actually did some training, played some tournaments and won some tournaments, and then yeah, so again, I'm not a professional or anything like that, but I do like the sport and I have played a lot of it over the last 20 years.
And what is your favorite part of coaching, Ms. Morin?
I'd have to say my favorite part is seeing students coming in possibly for the first time and learning basic skills just such as how to hold a racket and trying out for the team, making it, and by the end of the season they're actually winning games.
So, Mr. Marnishan, what makes badminton a unique sport?
Well, firstly, it's unique in the sense that many students here in Innisdale haven't played badminton until they get to grade 9 into the gym class. And then once they get into it, it's neat, as Ms. Morin said, watching them grow and compete over the 4 years.
Thank you guys for your time today, and good luck to Innisdale's badminton team this year. And now I'm going to ask a few Innisdale badminton students why they decided to play badminton this year.
You get to meet new people and enhance your skills in a sport that's not as popular as all the other sports I hear at Innisdale.
It's lots of fun, and it's very close to the sport that I'm the best at, volleyball.
I chose to play badminton because since grade 8 I've been with my partner Mike, and we've been pretty dominant, and we were in Miss Morin's French class and she convinced us to play, and ever since we won GBs. We've been badminton junior MVPs 2 years in a row. It's been a great sport and I really love it.
As Innisdale is finishing up their clinics and coming into the badminton season, they are looking strong. Innisdale students will be starting their competitions during the last week of February. This is Cooper Knowles, sports reporter for iChannel News. Back to
Good job, Cooper.
And off to Jacob on a breaking weather story.
Heard of avalanches, but what exactly are they? Should they be avoided? What causes them? Obviously, they can be a dangerous phenomena, as this young snowmobiler from Northern Ontario found out the hard way.
Snow may seem light and fluffy. However, cleanup crews have described snow being as tough as concrete and heavy as steel.
Here you see British Columbian snow removal crews removing the snow off of a highway that has recently been struck by a fairly large avalanche.
An avalanche is a mass of snow, dirt, and debris moving down a hill at an exponentially growing speed, generally plowing everything in its way and leaving a path of destruction behind it.
Recently, in the spring of 2014, university students at the University of Toronto designed a software that would track how and where an avalanche fell. Using this software, we can now predict the path of an avalanche to see if it is going to fall anywhere near human populations. Because of this technology, we can now warn villages and ski chalets if they are in the disaster zone of any avalanche in the future to come.
Avalanches are as old as the Earth itself. However, more recently in history, avalanches become more prevalent. This has been attributed to the fact that global warming has raised the global temperature, and the surface of the Earth has become warmer. This has caused snowdrift to break apart where they never used to ever happen.
Avalanches occur when the upper levels of snow can't be supported by the lower levels. When the layers in the snowpack weaken and the upper layers lose the support, the snow may collapse and begin to slide. Temperature differences within the snowpack can cause water vapor to travel upward, forming crystals. These crystals actually weaken snow layers, causing the upper layers to slide downhill. The crystals reduce friction, leading the snow to slide as fast as 90 kilometers an hour down the hill. At this point, this is when you can say the avalanche has taken place. Here in Canada, most of our avalanches happen in the Rocky Mountains, in the province of British Columbia. However, they do also happen in Ontario and Quebec, or really any place where there is mountainous terrain. But in ski country, and you see the signs of an avalanche, get off the slopes quick or else you'll be the next victim. Now that's it for me. Now back to the newsroom.
Seems like a chilly situation.
Now we have Jerry on the intellectual game of chess.
Innisdale has had many clubs, one being the Chess Club, which was established in 2013, and it has been described as fun, exciting, and a great experience. The club hosts several different chess fans and helps teach and improve chess players throughout the entire school. The club meets every Tuesday after school until 4 in room 201.
Sam Hauer, one of the 2 co-founders of the Chess Club, is the current president. He works on teaching, improving, and inspiring chess fans to grow and improve. He organizes the events every week and works to provide something new for all members. This includes his weekly lecture to help give advice and tricks to being a better chess player. Being the president takes effort to become successful. Sam tries to help each individual chess player to become better by giving advice to each member, as he has been widely regarded as one of Innisdale's best chess players.
And now we have the president, Sam Hauer, to share with us his opinion of the chess club.
My name is Sam Hauer. I am the current president of the Innisdale Chess Club. I was also the president of the chess club last year. I'm also one of the founders of the chess club, the other one being Jacob Hood. We created the club last October because we felt that even though there was tremendous enthusiasm for chess at Innisdale, people didn't really have a place where they could go after school to practice and to play more chess and to learn to refine their abilities and get better. So I feel that the chess club has been extremely successful in that regard because at the beginning of each meeting what we do is we have little lessons for the students, and so that they can simultaneously learn more about chess while at the same time experiencing the fun of playing it. We have ever-expanding membership. We have about twice the number of people that we did last year, so I think that this club has been a success in every measurable way.
Each chess meeting has an organized schedule and maintaining time wisely. It keeps the program running smoothly and without difficulties. It all starts with a small speech from Sam. He explains the events for the day and starts to give a small lesson on a few skills. From there, the group splits and members apply the skills learned to a real game. These games are usually casual and designed to help improve players. There is also food and many experiences to participate in.
I joined chess club because I really enjoy the game chess, and even though at the beginning of the year I wasn't particularly good at chess, I wanted to get better at it because it's well known as such a popular game, and I wanted to be able to compete in chess. I think chess club's a very good and interesting club. I really enjoy my time here. Everyone here is super duper nice, if a little bit silly at times. So I'd highly recommend that if you enjoy the game of chess, you should come out and play.
Chess club is not just about hard training. Participants have the opportunity to take part in tournaments which occur occasionally. Tournaments provide chess players to use the skills learned to attempt to improve and be as strong of a chess player as possible. These tournaments allow members to test how good of a chess player they truly are.
I joined chess club because I enjoy the experience of playing chess, and B, because I'm pretty sure Sam made me. One of the things that I like most about the chess club is being able to play chess with other like-minded individuals and people who also enjoy being able to play it and being able to have a challenge every Tuesday. And just some notes about the club is that, A, you really should join because we're always in need of new members and stronger and larger teams. So, yeah, I think you guys should definitely come out because it's a good experience to come down and play.
Chess Club is a one-of-a-kind club inspiring students throughout the school from all ages to relax and enjoy some chess. With food, lessons, training, and tournaments, the club welcomes everybody. Back to the station.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Walsh. I'm here to give you all the scoop on entertainment. So if you're a gamer and you're watching this, I have a few games that you should be checking out next year. We'll start off with the Elder Scrolls Online. If you own a console and you're a big fan of Skyrim, then you should probably check it out. Since it came out on PC last year, but it's finally coming to consoles sometime early this year. They haven't given a date yet, but it's basically Skyrim with friends, so you can't go wrong with that. And if the rumors are true, it's going to go free to play, which means you don't even have to spend money on it. So look forward to that. Next up, in a similar vein, we have The Witcher 3, which is I'd recommend if you're also a fan of Skyrim. It's going to be really open, really big, that sort of fantasy style variety. It's coming out late this May. It's after a couple of delays, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to have great graphics, great gameplay, great story, all that stuff you want in a video game. And finally, we have the new Batman game, Batman Arkham Knight, which is going to conclude the Batman Arkham trilogy. Well, not really a trilogy, but it's 4 games. It's a series. But yeah, it's basically going to be the same as the other ones. It's going to be Batman simulator. You get to be Batman. You get to fly around Gotham fighting crime, and this time we'll be able to drive the Batmobile. So look forward to that in June. And back to Jeff in Brooklyn in the studio.
Sounds like a few good game picks.
Now we have a word from our sponsors.
You can't even shoot. You can't even dribble. You can't even finish. Sounds like you need new Nike Elite socks from Nike, produced by Nike. Nike. Your shooting will instantly get better. Your handles will be disgusting. Your finishing game will be stronger than ever. Nike Elite Socks.
Unleash your inner beast.
Still playing normal games on your phone? Need a new perspective on gaming? Try Google's new virtual reality headset. Enjoy a variety of apps ranging from a peaceful walk through Tuscany to a ride on a roller coaster.
This is Jacob Hood from iChannel News, giving you the exciting weather you won't get anywhere else. Innisdale to Halifax, rain or shine, you'll be getting the best weather reports here at iChannel News.
I know where the good stuff is, man, if you know what I mean. I've still got drugs and fat stacks in my wallet. Shoppers Drug Mart. Get all the drugs you need.
Welcome back. Now we have Jeff on applying for university.
Many taking a new step into their lives as they are preparing for a new part of their life. As they set foot into university and college, looking for a profession and a lifestyle and a future for themselves. Innisdale is now holding several university and college meetings in the presentation area, and a variety of schools from Canada have presented in the library. And I've been advertising to students what they have to offer for the students and what may be a perfect fit for the ISS students, and helping and encouraging them that they will be successful at the school and will not only have success but also have a great time with the recreation and scholarships they have to offer for student athletes that could pursue a career in the professional sports category. Additionally, this is something else that the college and universities will be spending a lot of time on presenting, is how the school has an exceptional sports program and can help them excel in sports and school, getting the best of both worlds. Students can be accepted into universities through sports or simply their exceptional grades. But as an athlete, you also need good grades to be eligible for a good scholarship or to be accepted by the school. Universities and colleges have been encouraging kids to visit their websites and send in their application at Ontario University Application Centre, as applications are due January 14th, 2015. This is something that students in grade 12 should be thinking about as their senior years to become a freshman in university and college. You can visit the site at www.ouac.on.ca. Next, we have Jacob updating us on the weather.
Thanks, Jeff. That's good, Jeff. So, 7-day forecast is going to start tomorrow. On tomorrow, January 16th, it's actually going to be 8 degrees as a high, -8 degrees, and the low is going to be -13 degrees Celsius. It's going to be partly cloudy, but you're not going to see a lot of sun. On January 17th, it's going to be a high of -2 and a low of -19. This is really a really wide range because it's going to be fairly warm in the evening and it's going to cool down as we go. The next day is going to be 0 degrees as our high, and it's going to be maybe snowing, maybe raining. Depends how this goes. It's probably going to have a little bit more snow. It's going to have a low of -9 degrees. On January 19th, it's going to, again, cool down a lot. You're going to see a high of -12 degrees Celsius. It's going to be extremely sunny, but you're not going to see any sort of warm temperatures from the sun because the low is going to be -14 degrees Celsius. Just like my popularity with the ladies, it's going to get a little bit higher as we warm up into the next day at -4 degrees Celsius. It's going to be extremely cloudy, and you're going to see it's a low of -8 degrees. January 20th, it's going to be -2 degrees Celsius. It's going to be partly cloudy, and you're going to see a low of -8. So this trend continues as it goes to -3 the next day as a high. It's going to be snowing a lot, so I would make sure that you get those snow boots on and you keep bundled up, and the low is going to be -8. That's it for me. Now back to the newsroom.
Looks like it's going to be a week to bundle up.
Now we have Cooper to tell us about Innisdale's very own volleyball team.
Again, it's Cooper Knowles from iChannel News, and I'm here to talk to you about the senior girls volleyball team here at Innisdale Secondary School. Their season started during the middle of November, and they've been doing quite well ever since, with a record of 3-3. I'm here with Julia Hamilton, member of the senior girls volleyball team. So, Julia, how long have you been playing volleyball for?
I started playing in grade 4 for my elementary school, and then in grade 8 I started rep volleyball.
And what's your favorite part of playing volleyball here at Innisdale?
I like that it's a team sport and you get to meet other girls around Innisdale.
Where do you see your team ending up this year?
I think we'll make it to GBs for sure. We're doing pretty well this season, but there's always room for improvement.
Thank you for your time today, Julia, and good luck in your game tonight.
Thank you.
Judging by Innisdale's team record so far, and because of last year's team going to OFSAs, I could see them potentially winning it all this year. This is Cooper Knowles from iChannel News, signing out. Back to the newsroom.
The girls seem off to a great season.
Now we'll throw it to our sponsors for the final time. For our final stories of the night, we have some entertainment and stories of our school.
We are here in front of room 167, the Comtech room, where filming activities take place. The grade 11 Comtech class of Innisdale has produced a proficient broadcast which will air live on January 14th of 2015. Some students of this class will fill in the roles such as being a reporter, anchor, or weatherman, while others will do behind the scenes such as graphics, sound, and switching cameras. Students will be using skills learned throughout the semester to create a professional broadcast.
The entire project started around mid-November and was to take about a month to complete. They were to produce commercial, special effects, reports, or another task based on the job or role they were given. Students will be using skills learned throughout the semester to accomplish their assignment. These include Adobe Photoshop, After Effects, and Premiere skills. They will also be using professional equipment such as high-tech cameras and the one-of-a-kind green screen. When preparing for the presentation day, students spend many hard-working days getting the broadcast perfect. They have brainstormed and organized their work in an ordered fashion, as well as setting goals.
I really like this Comtech class. It's in my second period, and whenever I come to it, it's like right after my math, so it's like go from a boring class to an exciting class. Not that math is boring.
Mr. Zimmerman, the teacher organizing the show, has prepared students for the upcoming events. The project is to give students the necessary experience for future careers in the broadcasting or filmmaking industry. They will learn to use their creativity, presentation, and organization skills to create a flawless broadcast.
I really like this class because it's going to benefit me in the future whenever I want to get a job or anything that has to do with computers. It's really training me to work with 3D programs and movie editing, sound editing. I'm doing a lot of things that I can use for sure. I can put on a resume or use it if I'm ever going to go in university. I also have a lot of friends in this class that I get to meet, and it's really interesting just to see the kind of people that come into this class. I would definitely recommend this class to people, just because it's a program that it's not an overly difficult course, but you learn a lot of stuff in it.
The broadcast will air on January 14th for various classes throughout Innisdale. The students are fully prepared for the broadcast day and are ready for live performance. Back to the studio.
This is Nicole Thomas.
Okay, so I'm Jeremy Walsh once again to bring you some more entertainment. Now, Game of Thrones is one of the most popular shows on television right now, and if you want to see it on the big screen, you can. Select IMAX theaters, including the one in Toronto, are going to be showing the two episodes from the end of season 4, as well as the teaser trailer for the 5th season. Now, the 5th season's a big deal because it's coming out this April, and it's going to continue the epic saga of characters you've learned to love, like Jon Snow and Daenerys. It's going to be based off of the 4th and 5th books of George R. R. Martin's series, and it's looking pretty good. So expect to see a lot of people dying this April. Now I'm going to talk to you about a couple of albums. One of them's coming out today. In fact, the first album I'm talking about is the the album Panda Bear Meets the Grim Reaper by Panda Bear, who's a pretty good musician. He's a psychedelic electronic musician, and he's come to a bit of a mainstream view after he appeared on the last year's Daft Punk album, Random Access Memories, on the song Doing It Right. The album's heavily influenced by 90s hip hop, as he says. It comes out today. It was streamed on a few radio stations a while back, and it sounds very good. So check it out. And finally, later this year, one of the pioneers of the indie rock genre, Modest Mouse, are going to be releasing their first album since 2007, titled "Strangers to Ourselves." They've released a single from it called "Lampshades on Fire." It continues their usual sound that they've been developing since 2005, and it's something that you don't want to miss. Next up, we have Nicole doing a report on slams and jams.
This is Nicole Tomlinson reporting for iChannel News. Poetry Slam recently happened here at Innisdale on November 26th, and it normally takes place here in the Little Theater. I'm here today with Mr. Jackman, one of the teachers who helps coordinate Poetry Slam. Would you say it was a success this year?
I think that Poetry Slam was a huge success this year. We had a lot of talented young students in a packed house. I think it was a great event.
Are you going to keep Poetry Slam around for future generations?
Well, I think after the success of this year, I think we as a school will really celebrate the Poetry Slam and do it in future years for sure.
Do you have any tips for future presenters?
If I were to give one tip for a future presenter, it's really to present their work with confidence. These young students are very, very talented, and they should show that confidence in their work.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
So all in all, Poetry Slam was quite the success, and it will be around for future generations and for students who did not get to present it this year. This is Nicole Tomlinson for iChannel News, signing off. Back to the newsroom.
Well, it's been an eventful hour filled jam-packed with information. We'll see you next time, students.
This is Jeff Schratner
And Brooklyn Donnelly from iChannel News, saying goodbye and good day.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to lead the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today, for here am I sitting in a tin can.